Today on Forbes' new Trump financial reporting rule aims to grab cash transactions as little as $200. The Trump administration desires to know more about your financial transactions, but only if you live or do business in one of 30 zip codes beginning in April. The Department of the Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, or FinCEN, will require individuals in those zip codes, estimated to be over 1 million Americans, to be reported if they go out of their way to spend over $200 in cash or cash equivalent on things like money orders and traveler's checks. That's a rather expansion of the normal $10,000 cash reporting threshold. The new Geographic Targeting Order, or GTO, whose sworn purpose, quote, is to assist in battling the illicit enterprise and money laundering activity of Mexico-based cartels and other criminal actors along the southwest border of the United States, was quietly presented. Earlier this March, the GTO requires all money services businesses in 30 zip codes in California and Texas to report currency transactions known as CTRs to FinCEN at a $200 level for cash transactions. The cutoff is $10,000 for all other locales. The order applies to money services businesses in zip codes in these 7 counties in California and Texas: Imperial County, California; San Diego County, California; Cameron County, Texas; El Paso County, Texas; Nalgo County, Texas; Maverick County, Texas; and Webb County, Texas. A money service business, or MSB. These businesses include check cashing services, traveler's checks or money orders, sellers, and money transmitters. The effective date of the GTO is April 14, 2015. Under current regulations, financial institutions, banks among them, are required to file currency transaction reports when they receive more than $110,000 of cash. In one day, the term cash generally refers to money. Money may refer to currency and coins of the United States and of any other country. Cash may also refer to certain monetary instruments like a cashier check, bank draft. Traveler's check or money order, a CTR, includes information about the person engaged in the transaction, such as his name, address, and taxpayer identification number. A CTRR also includes information about the date, amount, and kind of the transaction. After filing, the CTR, FinCEN gets and holds the information, and certified law enforcement or other agencies can use it to investigate and prosecute illegal finance activity. It is not illegal to deal in cash, even if those dollars are significant. The notion of reporting huge transactions that are coming into the country through FinCEN. 105 are being deposited or changed at banks or other financial institutions using AN 104, or are bought in the process of trade or business. Using Form 8300 is to ensure that those dollars are taxed and reported appropriately. Money that is so-called dirty, meaning that it was purchased from illegal sources, is more challenging to be circulated in exchange for so-called clean money. If reported in the same manner, it is simpler to ensure funds are reported to the tax authorities. If in order, when taxpayers are aware that the feds know such funds exist. The $10,000 threshold established in 1972 has never been adjusted for inflation. If the threshold had been adjusted for inflation, it would be approximately $80,000, according to the Government Accountability Office. Financial institutions reported approximately 167 million CTRs between fiscal years 2014 through 2023. Inflation adjustment would have reduced the number of CTRs reported by at least 90% annually. Since 2014, that $10,000 threshold is not an absolute bottom line. If a bank or MSB has reason to believe that a transaction was suspicious, even if it's for a much smaller amount of money, they have to report a suspicious activity report that contains structuring when you break up really large transactions into small ones. For example, if you had $100,000 in so-called, quote, bad funds that you wish to eliminate, rather than depositing it all at once, you can divide it into 11 deposits of $991 so that you won't need